Alright, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, Connor on Chain. So, let's cover the market. We got a bunch of stuff to look at because things went haywire today, both in a bad way, but then also huge bounce back lately. So, I want to cover a bunch of stuff because, like I said, we've had this war stuff going on and unbelievable fear, unbelievable volatility to then just see Bitcoin have incredible strength just over the last day alone. And this ended up bringing up, basically a huge chunk of the market, took the whole market with it today. It was nuts. It's good to see, and I think things are going to continue. So, like I said, let's cover a few things. Bitcoin's strength was good. I think I do want to see this, aside from maybe dip a little bit, to see this break like 106. Where, like right there. Yeah, maybe like 106. I think that would be very good to see for it. But regardless of that, why don't we continue? Because ETH was now back into the range. This technically could still end up pulling some sort of resistance in a dump, or hitting resistance rather. But it looks like it's kind of back in. I assume this is probably going to come back in and chop a little bit. That would be my guess. Because now with this war coming to, I guess like a ceasefire, I think that's going to be very good just to at least have the markets continue up for a little while here. Excuse me. But like I said, I think Bitcoin is now in a territory to start really looking even more bullish than I thought it would. But I mean, chart-wise, seeing this strength I think is very good. So I would not be surprised if we see, I don't know, maybe a new all-time high sooner than we think. But again, this was one green candle. I think today was just nuts in the market. ETH was good. Solana, had a really good bounce back, which is nice. Because I think literally yesterday it was all the way in that support area. What was I going to pull up? There are a couple things. But bottom line, yeah, like I said, we saw a ton of coins across the board go crazy. We saw a mask on Solana. This has been kind of one of my favorite coins lately. I'm gonna drop a video on this in the next day or two. But Mask has been killing it. I think this is going to be a huge runner on Solana. But I really like this. Probably one of my top newer conviction cult coins on Sol. So we'll see how this does. I'll put this right next to Mog right now. But Mog 2 is up, 20, almost 30% I think today, which is really good. But markets have been looking great. BitTensor had a rebound, almost attempted to reclaim this. It looks like it's trying to. Virtual as well had a nice push back up. This is something I thought it would actually do, is kind of go right back to this range at around $1.30. It looks like it's kind of bouncing. Again, it doesn't mean that it's just going to go up only like that. It's not going to do that. Probably will chop again, do some sort of weird looking movement until it just starts trending up. But Virtual will still continue. Arrow itself was another one. Arrow and base, just I think a strong base coin. But same thing, it's just kind of been holding, not doing too much. That'll be good. And we got Ray. Shout out to Ray. Ray's strength has been unbelievable in this market right now. This is still one of my favorite projects in the market currently on base. Same thing. I think it'll chop until it eventually has a break out of this like general area. Something like this where it kind of had a push. We got sideways accumulation into another push at some point. That's my guess. I don't know when. But I firmly think a new all-time high for Ray will be coming at some point. It's just, I think it's a powerhouse of an AI project in the market. So, but some things too, if you guys are holding coins right now that did not react at all today, that I think is something you need to pay attention to and either cut some losses on and move into projects that showed very good strength, especially if they dip a little bit. Because this market is very brutal, and it seems like we don't know if we're going to get an alt season like we've seen in the past. I think we're going to get a crazy alt season at some point. But if you are holding a coin that is not showing strength in the market at all, You need to be holding stuff that is showing strength. And again, yesterday, or not yesterday, it was literally today, but because the time rolled back for charts, it's not showing all the gains. But, if you're in a coin that ended up doing well, you're probably in a very solid coin. Like, a ton of virtuals projects too. We're seeing Game, which is bottomed out, still doing well. Had a huge day today, same thing. Even Mask, like I just said, Mask was on a tear today. Thing is up, it's up 107% now, around 104. But I think this is still hasn't even started a run yet. This to me is banger project. But Hyperliquid too had a huge rebound. Hyperliquid is a powerhouse. It's like I'll continue just talking about a lot of different coins, guys. Sometimes, but if we go back to my look at my Twitter, I've now changed my PFP to the Mask Cat. My profile. So there are a couple of things too. And yeah, this is why I just said that. Shout out to Income Sharks because he has got very good things to say in this market all the time. Very smart person to be watching. This is kind of interesting about Mask too. Just looking at conviction. But it seems like this chart looks pretty similar. I would not be surprised. If that happens, that'll be wild. But this is what I wanted to bring up is it's like we are actually living through a circus. Like we're in a whole circus act right now. Because we had all this, this stuff happening with Iran, obviously. Iran contradicted Trump after apparently, calling for that ceasefire, but then the news had nothing to do with, Iran's contradiction here. So everyone on Twitter today has just been like, what is happening? What's going on? Are we up? Are we down? But obviously the market is priced in everything to the upside. But bottom line, that's kind of concludes World War III. 6/11/25 to 6/23, the 12-day war. So I think overall, though, I think that's going to be very good for the market in general, just going forward. Because now the fact that we have peace across the board now, and we're not dealing with more nukes and bombs and shit, I feel like I don't know why anyone wouldn't want that. But bottom line, that's going to be good for every market, I think, going forward. So it's very good. So now we're kind of past the tariff stuff. Now I think we're going to be past this war stuff for now. So now in the clown show, the circus is probably going to be something else that comes out in 3 days from now that has nothing to do with anything today. Something brand new that's just going to tank everything, right? No, I'm just kidding. Don't think like that. But like I said, I think Bitcoin's trajectory is looking very good. But overall, that's what I'm watching, guys. And like I said, videos coming on Mask. This thing is a beast of a coin right now. Absolutely on a tear. But that's what I wanted to cover today. MOG, guys, if you guys have not DCA'd into MOG, I don't know why you haven't. This thing is... I've DCA'd in the most random spots all down here. This thing is going to continue to go up. Cheapest coin on Coinbase. Killer cat coin. Mask is the new cat coin on the block, in my opinion. These are probably going to be the two main meme coins that I watch in the market going forward. I've built unwavering conviction in Mask. And it's nice that it's pumping right now, but if it was pumping or not, I fully built this conviction in this coin from launch. I knew I wanted to get in this, so... But MOG itself, like I said, continue. And for, AI, guys, BitTensor, Virtual, and Ray, powerhouses. Same with Aoki. Aoki is all the way down. Incredible tech, to be out this long and it's just at the lows. That is just opportunity to me. Aoki is a killer project, in my opinion. Like I just said to Ray, killer project. It's like this video specifically, I don't have too much to talk about that I want to talk about with new projects, new stuff right now. I will very soon, and I do have a video coming on virtuals agents that I've been looking into because there are so many right now in that ecosystem that are undervalued. There are subnets that are undervalued. There are hype eco tokens that are undervalued. There's so many coins across the board undervalued right now, but the thing is, we need to be even more risk on, I think, to see even more ecosystems going crazy. And that starts with the underlying main tokens going parabolic. Like for a lot of subnets, initially I thought subnets would be kind of performing while BitTensor is running, but I think once BitTensor really fully breaks and decides, to go on a major run, I think a lot of hype and attention is going to shift straight into subnets. So outside of that, that's what I wanted to cover. And again, a video is coming tomorrow on or not even tomorrow, maybe later. Because again, this thing just keeps pumping. I can't even make a video on it. But video potentially coming on Mask. Outside of that, I will see you guys in the next few videos in the next couple days. So I appreciate you all, and I will see you guys later. Thanks.